tonight we hope that we can look at our roots, because if you don't have roots in the first place, how can you define yourself in American society? Glad you all could make it out to the third annual Filipino Culture Night of Resistance. I am Jennifer. I will be your host for tonight. And as a lot of you know, who was here last year? Can you please clap your hands? So you all know what it's about, right? It's about resistance against Spanish colonialism, reclaiming the history of the Filipino people. As this beautiful mural says, breaking the chains towards our revolutionary history, and also looking at the reality of the Filipino people in the Philippines as well as overseas, right here in Chicago. So originally, the annual June 12th event happened on June 12th for Independence Day, but today is the 18th. But we want to have this yearly, we want to have it every year for a chance for Filipinos to voice out their concerns against racism, gender discrimination, against homophobia, xenophobia, against exploitation and oppression, to reach out and reclaim the truth of what we're about. Now, culture is a really important aspect of resistance. You can mobilize, you can write petitions, you can go to the Philippines and integrate, but you always have to look at the mindset. You have to look at the way that people think. Because one of the deepest ways that oppressors are able to oppress is actually through culture. That's why when Spain came to the Philippines and they threw away our culture, they threw away our alibata, they threw away what we spoke, our ways, they took away our identity. And until today, the Filipino people are still struggling for that identity. And we see it today when League of Filipino Students does, workshops with the Filipino youth, when Filipino youth are still asking themselves, what does it mean to be Filipino here in America? So tonight we hope that we can answer that. Tonight we hope that we can look at our roots, because if you don't have roots in the first place, how can you define yourself in American society? And we want to come out strong tonight. We want to learn a lot of things tonight, which I'm sure we will. We have a lot of great artists tonight. We got Two Tongues, we have Joan Pangalinan, we have Pacifics, we have Jojo, we have Bagris. A lot of very pro-people artists here tonight, so please enjoy. And mabuhay ng kultura ng Pilipino. Jojo is actually really great, has a long history of singing in the Filipino community. Talks about the reality of the experience of the Filipino community and how he feels about his concerns about what's going on. This next song is actually entitled Land of My Birth, or Lupang Silinangan.
Just a synopsis of the song. The first song is about a song about longing for one's country of birth, a song that searches for answers to personal and political conflicts among brothers and sisters, a song that searches for peace within the existing turmoil in our society.
Lupang sinilangan ko, ginto ka sa aking puso. Ako ang iyong laman, ako ang iyong dugo. Sa iyong mga kamay, dun ako hihimlay. Ako ang bunga mong tunay. Aming sinilangan, lupa mong duguan. Bakit kailangan pang maglaban-laban? Ba't wala nang habag sa kapwa mong nilalang? Iisa rin ang ating paroroonan. Ba't walang pagmamahal? Ba't walang pagkakaisa? Ba't walang pag-unawaan sa kalooban? Ba't walang kapayapaan sa lupa mong sinilangan? Diyos ko, nasaan ang daan? Kung ang lupang ito'y mawalay, saan tayo hihimlay? Kung pag-isahin ang mga damdamin, katahimikan ating mararating. Lupang sinilangan ko, ginto ka sa aming puso. Kami ang iyong laman, kami ang iyong dugo. Sa iyong mga kamay, dun kami hihimlay. Kami ang bunga mong tunay.
Good evening. We're going to present the Filipino martial arts. Kali, Eskrima, Arnis are the names of the art. This art has a long history, so we're going to bow in. Okay. Sir box. Okay, we'll do a little sir boxing. Just to show you many elements of the art. This art is empty-hand. It has weaponry, long and short weaponry. It's used for self-defense. This is also the art that's passed on to us from a long time ago. During the Philippine Revolution, the Katipuneros used the art of the bolo, the art of the knife, the martial art of Kali, Arnis, Eskrima. It is an art that is complete art from the Philippines that dates way back over 10,000 years ago. You date it back to the Srivijaya Empire and the Pancasite Empire, which are different civilizations. Civilizations which contained art, history, its own writing, dance, as well as the martial art itself. Not to steal any thunder from the dancer performer earlier, a lot of the movements you see are very similar. Okay, thank you.
Live blade demonstration, but it's not something you start off with. It's something that you work up with after many years. Very dangerous to do. The movements are the same whether it's a stick or a blade. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we can see that the Filipino culture has always been one of very militant resistance. Nate had talked a little bit about the Moros. And actually right now, the reason why we're here today is because of what's going on in Mindanao. I want to read this statement from the organization that's helping out the refugees in Mindanao right now due to the bombing of the armed forces of the Philippines. It says here, Jakat means help. A relief drive for the Moro evacuees of central Mindanao. Dear friends, thousands of Moro peasants have swelled in evacuation centers due to the AFP's, the Armed Forces of the Philippines' heavy bombing and shelling of Moro communities in Maguindanao and other provinces of central Mindanao. Vastly affected by the dislocation are the elderly, children, and women. Worse, almost half of the evacuees are not being served by the government. As you can see in the past photos, that's why we have the youth out in the streets saying, "Petal sikin si ERAP," or "oust ERAP," because he doesn't serve the needs of the people. served by the government, which ironically is spending millions for its current war in Mindanao, for a country that is billions in debt to the IMF World Bank. The Moro evacuees of central Mindanao need our help. Aside from material donations, they need our active campaign for the cessation of military offensives and the resumption of the peace negotiations in order for them to return to their lands. The Jakat Solidarity Relief Mission is an initiative of Moro and Christian organizations. We enjoin you to support this relief drive. Our Moro brothers and sisters are counting on you. So if anyone could spare a few more dollars, grab some food, please give a donation and it will reach the